Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Marco Rock. I'm the President and CEO of Cassiar Gold. As you can see here in the title of the presentation, we're looking to define a Tier 1 gold district. I'll bring your attention to the disclaimer for our looking statements. So what is Cassiar Gold and what sets us apart? We control a past producing district. We're focused on a Cassiar Gold project in northern BC, 59,000 hectares. We have 5 past producing mines there. And because of that, it comes not only with 2 mine permits already in place, but most of the infrastructure we can wish for. We have a very undervalued opportunity, 25 million market cap. 20% of that is cash. We have just under $5 million in cash and deposits in the bank. We have a very experienced leadership team that has discovered, built, and operated mines not only in Canada but across the planet. We have a really substantial resource, 1.4 million ounces at 1.14 grams per ton gold inferred, not close to surface, at surface, and open for expansion laterally and at depth. We have that resource is supported by 56,000 meters of drilling. And we've drilled across the property over the last 3 drill seasons, 46,000 meters with an extremely high success ratio. It's almost 100%. We only missed mineralization in 2 drill holes out of almost 300 drill holes we drilled as an operator, which is really impressive, and it really showcases the prospectivity of our land package. So we're growing our resource. Our objective as a company is to define a 5 million ounce plus district. We clearly see that potential. We have a lot of catalysts still coming from our drill campaign. We're releasing drill results this month. We're also going to be releasing geophysics, mapping, sampling, soil grid surveys. And our goal is that in a few months, 2-3 months, we're going to be releasing an updated mineral resource estimate in 43101, which I think will be quite meaningful for us as a company and get us well in our way to get to that 5 million ounce. In addition to that, we are very well supported in a safe jurisdiction, which is extremely important. You see what's happening in Mali right now, in other jurisdictions as well. And we have really good support from our community and indigenous partners as well. Very quickly, in terms of our cap structure, we have 127 million shares outstanding. We're just under 20 cents price per share, market cap just under 25 million. Just under 5 million cash and deposits. Good newsletter writer and newsletter and analyst coverage as well, which is really good. We have good insider ownership as well, 12% insiders participate in every single private placement. I personally put in over $1 million of my own money into the company over the last few years. Average cost is almost twice as the stock is trading, so do take note of that. The rest of the insiders as well, our chairman as well. We've also been able to attract a really high caliber institutional specialist mining fund ownership. There were no specialist mining fund when we got to the company 4.5 years ago, and we have almost 25 different funds right now. We're building more as we speak as well. In addition to have a good cap structure and good institutional shareholder base, we have a great team of mine discoverers, mine builders, mine operators. Our chairman, Steve Ledwin, he is a former president, CEO of IAM Gold, very relevant experience. Steve Robertson, one of our board members, was in charge of the team that permit and developed the Red Chris mine that sits just 200 kilometers south of our flagship project. James Maxwell, another one of our board members, another geologist as well. He was the exploration director for Sabina. They defined 10 million ounces in the Arctic Circle and got acquired by B2 for over $1 billion. We also have Chris Tudor on our board. He ran several juniors. He also is the GM now for the Hemlo mine in VRIC in Ontario, so very relevant experience as well. We also have Jill Maxwell, our VPX. She also spent some time at Sabina. She also spent 7 years at North American Palladium that got acquired by Impala for over $1 billion as well. And we also have David Rees, one of the most respected and sought after structural geologists in orogenic gold systems as well. Our assets, both of our districts are in British Columbia. We're focused on our flagship in northern British Columbia, the Cassiar Gold Project. It's bisected by Provincial Highway 37, the main highway connecting BC into the Yukon, just 100 kilometers south of the Yukon-BC border. We also have a secondary project, Sheep Creek, very prospective, produced until 1951. Nearly 3/4 ounce at nearly 15 grams per ton. Very prospective, but right now is in the back burner as we're focused on the Cassiar Gold Project. BC has been attracting global miners. It's infamous for being slow to permit, but we do have 2 mine permits that puts us in a very unique position. And just Newmont itself, the largest producer on the planet, has spent over $5 billion acquiring 3 projects, 3 of them not too far away from us, and the biggest one being Bruce Jack for $3.5 billion, which really showcases how attractive BC is as a mining jurisdiction. So just to give you a quick overview of the project, 59,000 hectares of opportunity, 27 by 25 kilometers contiguous land package. We have Highway 37 coming from the south and bisecting our property in half there. North of the highway, we call it Cassiar North, mostly disseminated bulk tonnage, near surface, open pitable targets, such as our Taurus deposit, where we have the entirety of our single pit resource. And then Cassiar South is where we have 4 of our past producing high-grade underground veins. Most of these vein systems are open along strike and down dip. These veins are on average 3 meters wide and running between 10 and 20 grams per ton. We've drilled those with very high-grade intercepts, 4.8 meters at 35 grams, 3 meters at 32 grams. It's very exciting veins that we've been extending as well. Just to give you a sense of the access in the topography, this really is a key advantage for us as an operator. We have dozens of kilometers of paved roads. Provincial Highway 37 is maintained year-round by the province, bisects our property. We also have a paved road, the Cassiar paved road, peeling off Highway 37, and then actually going over the Taurus deposit and into a dead-end road that goes into the 1.2 kilometer airstrip. This is extremely valuable. Topography is also very favorable, a lot of flat area that has room for multiple open pits and multiple tailings facilities, which, given the type of mineralization that we have and that we've been focusing on, is extremely valuable to have. And we also don't have glaciers or very heavy snowfall, which is a key advantage for us. We also have 17 historical portals, 25 kilometers of underground workings, power lines, fully owned and permitted 300 ton per day mill, tailings facilities with capacity, 160 kilometers of mining access roads, and a 48-person camp with access to grid power and water. All of this infrastructure plus the access, if you wanted to replicate that today, probably cost us north of $200 million to get that. So it is a key advantage, not only allow us to operate at a very low cost today, but also in a future mining development, it really lowers the barrier for development because you have most of the infrastructure already in place. In addition to that, as I mentioned, we have 2 mine permits already in place. The Taurus Gold Mine Permit, 1.2 square kilometer, covering the Taurus deposit, and then some more to the east, or part of the Taurus deposit, most of the Taurus deposit. And then we have the Table Mountain Cassiar South Mine Permit, 20 square kilometers, covering the past producing high-grade veins, the infrastructure that supports it, the fully owned and permitted mill, as well as 2 additional tailings facilities. So over the last few years, specifically at Cassiar North, we've drilled 36,000 meters since the last resource updates. We've been looking to infill and expand around the Taurus deposits, as well as the Taurus East and Wings Canyon, which are respectively 500 and 700 meters to the east and to the southeast of the Taurus deposit. They're still not connected, so we really haven't found the limits of mineralization there. It's growing. We have a very high hit ratio, hitting mineralization consistently, 50 to 200 meters typically from surface, and expanding that mineralization. We don't know how big that's going to get. We also, for the first time as an operator, drilled the New Coast target 2.5 kilometers south of Taurus. That's a target that we have a lot of excitement for. We believe that New Coast has the potential to become another Taurus, and if that's the case, just those 2 targets, Taurus and Yukos alone, could get us well on our way to our 5 million ounce target. We still have drill results pending for New Coast, so do stay tuned for that. It's a very exciting target. Other than that, what we're seeing in a 3, 4, 5 kilometer radius from Taurus, in a roughly 30 to 40 square kilometer area, so basically 30 to 40 times the footprint of Taurus. It's consistently similar styles of veining, similar alteration, and similar mineralization as in Taurus, which is really indicating a much, much bigger system than previously known. Of course, the proof is in the pudding, and we need to do mapping and sampling and drilling. But every year we collect RAP samples, we're seeing consistent grades, 0.5 gram to 2 grams, similar to Taurus, and it's really expanding the size of our targets. And we're really looking, forward to continue to grow this system. We also have a lot of, as I mentioned, still drill results pending. So do stay tuned for that. We also completed over 70 square kilometers of geophysics, mapping and sampling, soil grade surveys. So a lot of news flow coming over the next couple of months. And then, as I mentioned, resource update coming probably somewhere between March and April. Do stay tuned for that. We are extremely undervalued. We have infrastructure and permits already in place in a safe jurisdiction. We have a significant resource which is growing. We're heading towards 5 million ounces. We're very excited about this. We have a great team. We have the social license to operate, and we have a lot of upside. I hope you can join us on this journey. We have a booth there. Come and ask questions. And I guess thank you very much for listening.